Commissioner, if you allow me,
Yes.
what happened after I've testified here, I was taken out of my office at Gunpoint and on the 31st of January. I raised the issues of safety, but back to the office, my tools of trades were taken. And the suspension
Sorry, General. I just want clarity on whether the suspension has not since lapsed. I think even Mr. Mpofu touched on that and said because nothing happened over the specified period of time, it lapsed. Now you are saying you are under suspension.
Yes,
it's because of that I wanted to get clarity on whether it has lapsed. It has since lapsed.
Commissioner, it's two suspensions.
Oh, okay.
The first one I was provided with, I was suspended, and when you are suspended in the police, within 60 calendar days, a disciplinary hearing must have commenced. And then on the 22nd of May, it was 77 days after I was suspended, the suspension was uplifted, of which it was uplifted by my supervisor, who didn't have the powers to do so because the regulation talks about the chairperson, who must either uplift or extend it by 30 days. If the disciplinary hearing is not finalized, it must be uplifted automatically. It's an automatic upliftment. On the 3rd, after I've appeared here, on the 3rd of June, I was called I went to the office here in Pretoria, met with my supervisor. I was provided with another suspension. The second suspension that I'm on now talks to the issues of theft and storage of drugs at Port Shepstone.
Oh, thank you.
Today, I must bring
continue.
I must bring it under the commission attention that I'm more than willing to assist this commission. I am here, but the date the commission gave me, already there was a date for me to attend another disciplinary hearing today at 10 o'clock. It's currently ongoing. To show that I'm willing to assist the commission, I opted to come here, not to go that side. Thanks, Commissioner.
That answers me. Thank you, General.
Lieutenant Colonel Prislow also failed to disclose the visit to me by Brigadier Naika, who is from head office, and the 2 warrant officers at Port Shepstone offices. Commissioners, my office never received any report or feedback concerning such visit or inspections. Reference is made to paragraph 10 of Lieutenant Colonel Prislow's statement that he deposited immediately after the incident. I'm saying this, Commissioners, because when head office visit any of the provincial offices, the protocol will be that you report at the provincial office your presence, and then in that I'm visiting this office. If it is investigation of a sensitive nature, you just report your presence and you go do your investigation. And I have never received any report from national office or any document in respect of such a visit, as well as the outcome of the inspections that was conducted there. He indicated that he could not...
General?
Yes,
is the point, I'm trying to understand the point you're making here at 12.2. Is it that you dispute that there was such a visit that he speaks to in paragraph 10, as you say, in paragraph 10 of that affidavit? Or you say you accept there was such a visit, but the only issue you're taking is it was never disclosed to you? I'm trying to understand that I don't lose the significance of why you're saying
Yes, Commissioner. You are 100% correct. I'm not disputing the visit.
Yes.
However, I'm indicating to the commissioners, although I didn't put it here, that the visit initially was never brought to my attention. And thereafter, even a report of such an inspection was never brought or sent to my office.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. He indicated that he could not smell anything suspicious, despite another member allegedly observing a burning smell. Although he testified about the security concerns and challenges at the offices, he failed to escalate these concerns directly to my attention after his alleged unsuccessful attempts with supply chain management. At no stage were the security concerns at Port Shepstone brought to my attention prior to the storage of these trucks there. I think I also testified to that effect in 27 until the 29th. I did highlight these, commissioners. He also failed to complete the relevant document to the handing over and control of the safe keys, despite him being aware of the applicable procedures. These procedures were not within my knowledge, and I've never dealt with the same before, even in relation to the safe in my office. Commissioners, here I'm saying I am not an expert in the supply chain management issues. There was a document that was presented before this commission by Lieutenant Colonel Prinsloo, the handing over of the safe keys and so forth. It was the first time I saw it. I won't know everything in the South African Police Services. When the keys were handed over, I would have expected him to say, let me complete this relevant document in order for you to sign. And
sorry to interrupt you, General. Are you talking about the instance where the keys were handed over to you after the suspected container had been placed inside this strong room, whatever it's called?
Correct,
all
Commissioner.
Right, thank you.
Unless, because he never testified that I tried to complete that and hand, so that they must sign for the keys or so. It never happened, and he never testified in that instances. Although I'm saying before this commission, that document, I saw it for the first time before the commission. I won't know everything in the police. Commissioners, he failed to properly inspect the office premises during the afternoon of the Sunday on the 7th of November 2021 and the morning of Monday, 8 November 2021, despite observing that lights were on at the ground floor, which he considered abnormal. No occurrence book entries were made in this regard. All I'm trying to highlight here, Commissioners, I testified previously that they were instructed to do the after-hour visit, and I consider this visit of Sunday as one of the after-hour visit, as per my instruction after the storage. But if you do that, you must go and patrol the entire office and check if everything is still intact. What is significant, he knew what was stored there, but he never went down. In his testimony, he said he only went into his office and did what he did, and from there he left, of which it leaves a vacuum in my mind why he never did that. He further failed to disclose the visit by Brigadier Nyusa to the Port Shepstone offices on Tuesday, the 2nd of November 2021, shortly before the theft occurred. I can confirm, Commissioners, that Brigadier Nyusa also testified here, and he confirmed that he did visit the office on the 2nd of November 2021. But from where I'm sitting, I've never visited that office ever since those drugs were stored at Port Shepstone. Commissioners, I want to add that on these paragraphs, the placement of Warrant Officer Sanders, the complaint, it was very serious. I think the commission has also this document, which they provided to us later, I think in the early hours of yesterday. They have this complaint whereby there was a serious allegations of Warrant Officer Sander and other members involved in the theft of cocaine at the harbor and selling it to a specific gang. I'm just worried to say names of other people that never came here, because the last time I was caused to say certain names, and I'm on litigation for your information, Commissioner, as we speak. Now, based on the allegations, they were of a serious nature that warranted that in that process, if my memory serves me well, Colonel Jacobs was the acting provincial commander. Brigadier Nyusa was not there. The process that I followed, I called Colonel Jacobs to come with Warrant Officer Sander. I wrote a letter. I signed it. It was flagged here. I saw this is my signature, but it was redacted. I placed him at supply chain management until the investigation is finalized. It's a process that we do in the police. Like myself now, my supervisor is an example I'm making. My supervisor has suspended me. He was placed as elsewhere. Mine is worse because evidence was given under oath before this commission, and I was suspended. So it is a process. When there are allegations against you that relate to what you are doing, you will be either placed elsewhere or suspended. He was never suspended, and he never lost any income. He got his full salary, his danger allowances, and the scarce skills allowance. So the issue of the coffee machine, commissioners, in that office where he was placed, I don't remember him because I was watching the commission on that day. I don't remember him, I might be wrong, informing the commission that actually in that office there were 4 thefts. It is in the provincial office. Nobody will just come in there. A member of the public, even your good self, you will never come in. You will be escorted into the building if you are not working there. There was a theft of a camera of the state. There was a theft of a state laptop, which possesses sensitive information in that office. There was also a theft of a laminating machine. His coffee machine was the last one. The person who initiated and applied for these members that are employed in that supply chain management where this Sander was placed was initiated by Brigadier Nyoswa. I was out of office by then. The only thing I did is to sign the call-up instruction and say, all these members must go for polygraph test because there was no break-in, but things are disappearing. And I believe that was done bona fide, not to punish any person, commissioners. So those are the issues that I wanted to address, although they are not in the regulation 10.6 or on the subpoena, just to give the commissioners a clear picture as what happened. He comes here and cry and say, I subjected him to the, what you call, a polygraph test for the theft of his coffee machine. That is not correct. Maybe for lack of a better word, it is insane of me to shall have done that, commissioners. If you are a victim, then I put you on the polygraph test. That is wrong. He misled the commission. I want to pause there and continue with my statement.
Sorry, General. I'm not sure I follow that. What exactly is not correct?
It is not correct that he was subjected to polygraph examination because of the theft of his own coffee machine that was stolen in that office. It was not only him. The person who initiated everything and made arrangement is Brigadier Nyuswa. I only signed the call-up instruction. And I believe the commission is in possession of those documents. I don't have my tools of trade since they were taken when I was taken at gunpoint out of my office, my laptop, my gun, my laptop is gone, and then documents that I was supposed to prepare for my disciplinary, I was taken out of my office like somebody, I don't know, for lack of a better word, like a dog. And that thing is still a pain here. And it cost me to lie in hospital for 2 weeks. Now, I'm telling the commission here to show certain implication. I'm not requesting for any mercy. but I want to assist this commission. Now, Commissioner Kumalo, I hope I answered you, Commissioner.
Yes,
Chair,
yes.
Chair.
Yes, you have.
Pardon me, I'm addressing all of you as commissioners, but if I have to say chair, I will try and say rectify.
I am a commissioner.
Okay.
Thank you, please continue.
Or rather say justice. I want to also add the following in my evidence in chief, that when Warrant Officer Sander was placed back to his office, these were my words, commissioners. I informed Brigadier Nyoswa that Warrant Officer Sander, because this investigation is taking too long, someone from the legal services wanted to stop his allowances. And then if it is the employer who placed you elsewhere, you can't do that. And then as the investigation was continuing, the only thing that was found at that stage was the misconduct of him not declaring the directorship of a shooting practice company. However, I think the investigation is ongoing of those allegations because they are of a serious nature. I don't know what is the status at this stage, but I said Warrant Officer Sander can go back to SOCI. SOCI is Serious Organized Crime Investigation. I've never specified that he shouldn't be placed where he was. I said he can go back to SOCI. SOCI is where he came from. And as far as I'm concerned, he was supposed to go back to his normal duties. I don't remember writing a letter writing specifically there that he must be placed at APR, as it was said by Brigadier Nyoswa. I don't recall, I don't have a recollection of me doing that, but my recollection is he can go back to Serious Organized Crime Investigation in Durban office, where he was working before. I wanted to bring that under the attention while I'm still under oath.
Have you been receiving any reports at all about the investigation? That is prior to your suspension, of course.
I can recall that I was receiving progress report. I think Lieutenant Colonel Mchali, is now Colonel, was appointed to investigate. And then when he writes a progress report, he will write it to Brigadier Nyoswa. Mm-hmm. Brigadier Nyoswa will forward the email to me, and then I will read it when I'm happy, because my main function as the provincial head is to receive a report, read them, and report to head office. I will receive reports seeking my advice. I'll provide an advice where it is necessary. And I recall receiving progress reports, sending them to head office.
And would this be indicating that the investigation is ongoing, or what would they be saying about progress on the investigation or progress about the investigation?
They were talking about profiling. If I recall, I'm just talking out of experience, yes, commissioners, because I don't have those reports here. Mm-hmm. But it's a question of what processes were followed during that investigation and what was outstanding. Those are the reports we were reporting at National Office at that stage. I confirmed that this is my signature. This is the letter that I signed. I placed him there based on the complaint and advice by head office. It's a pity they only send us when we request through my attorneys. They only send us the complaint. But that email that they said I must consider, I must make sure I place the member elsewhere, they never provided us with that. The National Office, and of which I'm on suspension. I can't force them. There's nothing I can do. I'm not even allowed to go to any offices of the DPCI.
Thank you, General.